Good day. I am Joshua Jane J. Centeno, 20 years old from BS Home Economics 2A.
Hi everyone, have a good day. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Razul Jane Serial from Bachelor of Science and Home Economics 2A. And today, we are going to critique the painting, which is The Fall of the Dam by Peter Paul Ruben.
The Rebel Angels in Peter Paul Ruben's The Fall of the Dam. And now, sit back and relax as we're about to look, see and think on Peter Paul Ruben's The Fall of the Dam. So by the way, Fall of the Dam is a well-known Baroque oil painting created by Belgian artist Peter Paul Rubens around 1620.
There are 5 types of lines. It is vertical, horizontal, zigzag, diagonal, and curve.
Are you familiar about this line? This line is diagonal. Diagonal lines convey a feeling of movement. Objects in diagonal position are unstable. Because they are neither vertical nor horizontal, they are either about to fall or already in motion. As you see, look likes moving from the upper left to lower right. And when you look closely, we see all the interest figures and whole body. They are the people who have committed many sins. As you see them, there are demons around their body. The color that they use is black, red chalk with gray. The bodies are contorted and naked. Some are of a larger frame, while others look like almost seductive in form, indication gluttony and lust from the deadly sins. The shading technique that they use is chiaroscuro. The technique of using light to contract dark really gives movement and drama to the painting. It almost feels like a waterfall as the body cascades down and the demons creating the bubbling plunge basin. As you see, the balance that they use is rhythm and movement because it's shown elements that pattern and repetition create a sense of harmony. Rhythm can be seen in patterns in relationship between colors and shape, and in repetition of lines and forms.
So what is the proportion? The proportion is hierarchical proportion. It's a technique used in art, mostly in sculpture and painting, in which the art uses a natural proportion to depict the relative importance of the figures. If you look at the painting, you can see about him in the fallen rebel angels, because the appearance of the subject in top is small. You can see that the painting seems to have depth. Then you can visualize that it is a whole due to the fiery distance. Let's see. What do the shape and lines form like? Is there a unity in the image? It has a random lights on the image that we shown. It has combination of wave line and curve line. The image has not have unity because lot of art it's look like but different meaning. How does the artist utilize the space? The artist utilized the space by creating balance and illusion, that some objects are bigger and closer, the others, and it also by their large and creative imagination. Are there characters? What do they like? Yes, it's a lot of characters in the paintings. They are like people falling in the hell, but in reality, they're angels that rebels on our mighty God and fall them into the ocean of fire.
What is the setting or the situation? The Fall of the Dam depicts a jumble of the damp and twisted bodies being hurled into the abyss or darkness by Archangel Michael and his angels. And lastly, what coloring technique is or are being utilized? Ruben began this painting without any color, but later chose to add color using oil paint. Yellow, orange, red, and probably a dark shade of a color or black were utilized in this picture. When you first take a look at this painting and notice the red and black, you already feel as if it has a dark meaning. The yellow light coming in from the top can help you see there's a place where everyone is coming from and sheds light in order to see what is happening. When you put all the colors together, it helps us to understand that it has a dark tone and make us feel as if something bad is happening. Light plays a big role in this painting, especially since it has a religious meaning, and darkness gives off the feeling of evil. And now we have to think, what is happening in this painting? So, The Fall of the Damp is a monumental religious painting from the Baroque period. This painting is also known as The Fall of the Rebel Angels. From the opening where the light is coming from, you can see an angel coming down. As the light shines, a large number of naked people can be seen being thrown or grabbed by a storm. Before it gets completely dark, you can see some people laying at the bottom and others grabbing each other. With the help of other winged angels, the Archangel Michael, who is dressed in a blue tunic and crimson cloak and wields a weapon and shield, appears to be forcing the bodies downward. The bottom of the painting is a dark turmoil of the falling, meeting their fate with the darkest of the monsters. So all you can see at the bottom is darkness. This gives off an evil vibe, which is exactly what he's going for with this painting. What manner of representation does the artist use this? So the painting's concept is plainly established as being a picture of the Bible's condemned angels descent from heaven. This painting seems to indicate that paganism is the enemy of Christianity through the way in which the demons have been represented. Chiaroscuro is a technique in painting that teaches us the value of contrasting colors in evoking specific emotions, or it is a technique of using light to contract dark. So, Ruben's palette and use of chiaroscuro really gives movement and drama to the painting. In addition, Ruben's drawings are predominantly very forceful and lack great detail, but he also made great use of oil sketches as preparatory work. What emotions are produced in the painting? So, it's difficult to comprehend the emotion expressed in the painting, but as we can see, the subjects in the artwork are suffering to the point that they feel pain and frightened, and it is a torment that only an abandoned angel may experience. Therefore, it means that it has strong and dark emotions. The painting's tone portrays human emotion as well as basic feeling of right and evil. The vibrant colors help to enhance the portrayal of the black and white feelings that are elicited both by the artwork and by the viewers. What is most likely the message of this painting? It means that this event is part of God's final judgment when at the end of all times, Christ will return to redeem the righteous souls and punish the damned ones. You can see how the whole scenario in going to hell, and it's really painful. It's not a nice sight. In fact, it's quite frightening. What historical or religious or social issues are being represented in this artwork? Well, the painting indicates that this is the moment that Lucifer is cast out of heaven along with all of his supporters. They have lost their wings and are depicted with some of the scenes to illustrate their diminished status in God's eyes. In the book of Revelations, which is the final book in most Christian faiths, Peter Paul Ruben depicts the conflict between good and evil. The book of Revelations depicts the end of the world, in which sinners will be hurled into hell for all eternity. Who is the author? How does his background influence this artwork? Peter Paul Rubens was a Flemish painter. He is often regarded as the most prominent Flemish Baroque artist. Rubens' eloquent works allude to scholarly parts of classical and Christian history. His unique and wildly popular Baroque style stressed movement, color, and sensuality, following the counter-direct Reformation's dramatic aesthetic style. And his backgrounds influenced this artwork because most of his paintings are about religious times, so he frequently contain religious connotations, and it is also because he was a painter producing altarpieces, portraits, landscapes, and history paintings of mythological and allegorical subjects.